Get this application out of my face. Look, you ever wonder why we work 40 hours a week at a job we don't like, around people we can't even stand, for a company we don't even support? It's about time we reclaim our time back, start innovating and creating, building businesses and employing our own. Because to keep it real, I don't know about you, but for me, fuck a 9 to 5. Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade. Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade. Life's about progress, don't be scared to elevate. Mapping out the process, make a move, don't hesitate. Cut out all the nonsense, grab a book and educate your mind and your conscience. You'll thank me later, I promise. Dig deep within and harness your strength and your will. Get that money, be about banks, no Uncle Phil. Be about thanks, love, and goodwill. Swear to God your life will be fulfilled. Life's a roller coaster, take a ride if you seek a thrill. Make enough money to buy a grill, which for me is like 80 mil. Good morals was instilled, streets are cold, dodge the chill. Life's all about the build, this verse I think I just killed. And when I get my first check, I might blow it, let's keep it real. Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade. Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade.
Paper chasing without a goal, homie, that's a fallacy. Paper chasing for some hoes, nah, that ain't the plan you seek. I only have my mind on grind for me and mine, okay, my G? I don't have time to waste to hear about what you wanna be or what you're gonna be, because I'm gonna be at the show making money from my comedy. You so foo-foo for new, do you even see you boo-boo? Quite puzzling how some dudes don't move, but it's cool cause I'm cool too. Pomona pimpin' stays drippin' for the sole reason to make more dough than hold F and stay breathing. Never grieving, pussy leaving, any evening can be a new weekend. Keep that money tight and the wheels pushing.
Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade. Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade.
Fuck a job, I run the mob, I sack the wop to the top, I gotta take it all, I rock the mop, I don't use one. We used to be slaves, why be a new one? We used to be gods, I'ma be a new one. I only do interviews for media outlets. I sign interviews, I'm a fucking outlet. I got hella plugs, fucking 9 to 5, fuck a schedule, nigga, make your own mind. My skills are harder than any degree. All I need is some Fronto and some weed to smoke and flip that tax-free grip. I don't gotta wake up, I don't gotta go to sleep. Money grows on trees, that's an update. Big knots, my trousers need an upgrade. Why work for someone else's dream? Why stress for someone else's green? Why struggle for someone else's vision? Look in the mirror and pay attention. I got my master's in experience. Yeah, get your head right or work for the rich, bitch.
Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade. Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll make money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade. Fuck a job, I don't need it, I'll get money anyways. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, bills will never be unpaid. Taking chances, taking risks, nigga, I am not afraid. Take a stack, make it flip, real niggas upgrade.
Alright, so shit, I put my mind on real quick. That's the swag. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Mozenraff. This is another Mozenraff Mondaze. I think it's episode 6. Yep, I think it's 6. Got these two ugly ass gentlemen with me. I said ugly ass gentlemen. That's fucked up. That's like good and bad, like mixed in one little like. Alright. But all black. I'm not even gonna. They'll tell you guys who they are individually, but this is all black.
Facts.
Oh.
Facts. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for having us on, man.
Yep. So the one in the red, what's your name, man?
I go by Earlfius, man. Fucking representing Black Noise. And, yeah, man, one half of all black.
Boom. All right, pass the mic to the right.
Speech guy Tony Asar, ASAR. The other half of all black. Black Noise.
All right, so what the fuck is all black?
All black is just a difference in perception and a difference in how you view and hear things and how we cover things.
It's just crazy because it's like a throw off of alt-right, but right sounds like white.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
White,
it's
right?
like, it sounds like it's the opposite, but it's not the opposite of alt-right. It's alt-black. It's
Exactly.
like- but most of the alt-right would be white people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense. So it still is like a play on the outside.
And all has something to do with music. It's a music term. Like alternative music or like alt. I can't remember exactly what it was, but alt is a music term.
Alt is a music term.
Yeah. And black, of course, you know, black noise is clarity, so we kind of use that as well.
It's a rare
reference that.
term though, because you know I read music, read composition and shit. Alt is a rare term. I remember seeing it, but it's not off the top of my head because I'm very fluent, and that was one of those ones. Like it's like in English, sometimes we got big ass words and we don't really remember.
Exactly.
But we know English.
Exactly.
Alt is like one of them words. I have to get back to that.
And the fact that you said it's a rare term, I kind of attribute to how we try to approach the platform with all black. You know, like a rare perspective on hip hop and especially the local artists around here in you know, IE and Pomona and Los Angeles area. So
The La Pie.
the La Pie, that's what he says. LA, the P, and the IE. So
oh shit.
LA,
La Pie.
Pomona, baby.
Pomona's kind of like his own thing. You know,
Pomona
You made
is.
that up?
Yeah,
he made
La
that
Oh
Pie.
shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be on a shirt pretty soon.
La Pie coming
N-word.
for the slice.
Yeah, that's like a
Nothing but
conjunction.
the
How you,
crust.
how you connect the LA and the IE. Like,
Yeah, the whole
Pomona
La
being
Pie.
the junction.
Because
The
that
whole La
And
Pie.
we in the junction.
we're in the, you know, the Noise Labs is in the junction, and All Black also represents that. It's just unifying all the communities, because all three together, even OC and San Diego, once we get all into the mix, like California could be that stronghold that it once was in the 90s, you know. Right now, it's all
You mean as far as
individualism.
hip hop, or just as far as just individual? Or
I think culture-wise,
just
if we
culture-wise.
just bring it, because the IE has its own flavor,
It does.
fashion-wise and music-wise. Pomona got its own flavor, fashion-wise, art-wise, and music-wise.
Yeah, we're
And
less
in LA
saturated out here, so we either get shit first or late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it's kind
That's
of
a
weird.
fact.
Like,
but
That's a
in the
fact.
meantime, we making our own shit.
mm.
So, you know, All Black is like a junction. It's like a connection for all the junctions.
So is this your first like interview? As far as
100%.
like, yeah, I thought about that. I was like, I think I'm
100%.
popping cherries today.
Definitely.
You feel me?
Definitely. 100%.
That's like, I thought about that. I was like, I might as well get them both on like as all black. I hope
Yeah.
you don't feel like, oh, this shit gotta be by myself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, that's like
this shit's
thing,
cool.
though. So yeah, man, like we, Black Noise,
Black Noise.
these are
Black Noise for sure.
also conglomerates of Black Noise as well.
Mhm.
President of comedy, I can say.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Something like that. But just like the last episode, these guys help a lot with the festival. Brendan does a lot with operations. Tony
Yeah.
brought a comedy section in it.
Comedy Shmami.
You guys want to tell the people a little bit about your experience with the Hip Hop A-Fest?
Well, my experience with the hip hop.
You can keep it brief because you know it can be long.
Yeah, it can't be long.
That
That's
can be long.
what I'm thinking, like how to keep it brief. It's just been the most I've got out of it. I'll say that I've gotten a lot of growth in myself out of it. I learned like a lot of patience and understanding how to grow something from the ground up and work together with people. Like I've been a part of teams, sports teams, but nothing business wise. So
Yeah.
it's been pretty dope to just learn how to grow in that aspect of my life, to work with people on a business aspect, and also again create something from the ground up. So that's what I'm getting out of Hip Hop Fest, and working with a lot of different people. So what about you?
Definitely being able to plan and organize on a bigger level, because with the Comedy Shmamity we had like 4 different hours. That was crazy. And just seeing that there's a community of love between both hip hop and comedy. Like when we did it, like A lot of the comics, they stayed and watched all the artists go on. A lot of artists stayed in the comedy smomedy room and watched like a couple of shows. Like,
yeah, when we ended up getting the room, because that was later, huh?
Yeah, that was later, but even like before, even when it was like just single stage.
Remember when we tried it when we were like throwing on comedy in the middle of the sets?
Yeah.
That was awkward.
I liked it, but like most of the team didn't like that.
It didn't. I understand because like not every comic was able to maintain the flow. Because to do comedy at a hip hop show, you gotta go a little bit more than what you averagely would do.
You gotta go in.
You gotta go in, like boom, boom, boom. And that's why like some of the comics that were able to, like when we did in that setting, they thrived. And the other ones, unfortunately, I'll bring them back through.
Hey, we're about to do it, man. This summer.
Yeah,
so if you're a comedian, I'll let this man right here, these guys right here.
We got you.
Yeah. It's crazy because like hip hop and comedy, there's one thing that I know that's in common. Freestyling.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's another profession that like professionally freestyles.
You don't want no doctors freestyling.
Oh, nah.
Yeah,
don't want that to happen.
But they're practicing. They're practicing. They're all practitioners. Nigga, they practicing.
That's
for sure.
true. That's true.
So, nigga,
they just walk up to the
freestyling
table.
is practicing. I know when I practice rapping, I be freestyling, nigga. So niggas is freestyling regardless. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
After getting a degree. Man, don't even get on them niggas. That shit crazy.
Now, I don't think there's too many other professions that there's an element of freestyle to it.
Well, if you think about it, like let's say like a plumber. A plumber learns like all the fucking shit that they're supposed to do if any type of leak, any type of thing. Maybe there's some incidents where they didn't learn it in their training and they got to freestyle.
Yeah.
True. Like on the go type. Like fuck you guys.
So maybe freestyling isn't everything. I don't know. Maybe I just
definitely some type of improv.
Well, you worked in the retail and you rang up people before, and I'm sure there's been incidents where like I didn't learn how to do this, but I figured out a way because I freestyled it. Like but
in the POS, there's only so much you can.
True.
If anything, I freestyled some shit, just telling them some shit, and just doing it outside the POS, some shit like that. Yeah. That's one way I can see that. Hell yeah. So shit, man. I don't know if y'all be paying attention to my Facebook, because I be saying a bunch of bullshit, but this is like the topic that I'm gonna bring up today.
Okay.
And like, it's gonna verge to other shit, of course, because now I want to do this longer. I don't want to stick to one topic and end it as we're talking.
Okay.
But all right. So did you guys see my post about talking to yourself?
No. How do you post
All right. So this is like my whole thing. You talk to yourself.
Yes.
Right? Do you talk to yourself?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure y'all talk to yourselves.
You better talk to yourself.
Yeah.
But like out loud though.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, so have you noticed that you've said it in your head before you said it out loud?
Most of the time when I talk to myself is when I'm like I shouldn't say most of the time, but a good amount of time when I talk to myself is when I'm irritated or like frustrated and I'm trying to calm myself down.
But you probably never paid attention to if you thought about it first before it actually came out of your mouth.
I don't think I think about it before it comes out of my mouth when I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sporadic thing. It's like,
but maybe it takes one to pay attention to it, because like I never paid attention to it, but now I like pay attention to it. I always know what I'm gonna say before I say it, even when I'm talking. Like right now I'm talking, but there's a split second to where you know what you're gonna say before you say it. Even right now, as we're talking right now.
True.
Like regardless, there's like some type of small little millisecond where it registers before it comes out. And like, I don't know, I just wanted to know if that's just something that I'm experiencing, but I think it's something that you just have to notice and then like as you're talking to yourself, kind of notice it, because they're thoughts first. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think with me, the more I notice it, the more spaced out there are. It's so bad that I'll think to myself like, don't say it out loud. And then I gotta fucking say it still. Like, I have to fucking say it still. It's weird.
Man, I feel like you're better than me, because that just says you think before you speak, and I'm just not conscious of what I'm saying at all. Because no, I don't hear.
Why are you doing psychedelics, bro? And like psychedelics open up certain parts of your brain. So like, a lot of people always say like, oh, you will do too much acid, you'll never be the same. You're right, because shit opens up. It's up to you on how you deal with that. Some people are schizo. You know what I'm saying? And schizo.
You got any acid?
Right now, I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's fun.
Nah, you gotta definitely try that shit, because it's all in your mind, bro. You'll understand how powerful your mind is.
Well, do you just find yourself thinking before you talk, or thinking before you do other things too, like grab things, move things? Do you find yourself when you're by yourself? I'm sure you think
like before I pick up this, I know that's the plan.
Yeah.
Like that's the plan. You know, it's a plan before you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time. That's why like accidents happen, because like fucking shit be happening so fast, you may not be able to read it in time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we call that an accident. I think that's where accidents come in. For sure.
I feel like I need to talk to myself more on a positive tip.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I used to do a lot of. I found myself, because I talk more out loud with people about the positive shit. But like talking to myself, I need to do more of, like, you know, just not necessarily the whole cliche looking in the mirror, giving that reaffirmation type shit, but like, you know, when
Fuck them niggas.
When you folded up clothes or some shit, and you just like talking to yourself and
You just made me think of some crazy shit.
What's that?
All right, so you know that experiment where you talk to plants? Like, okay, so you'll have two plants. You'll have one plant where you say, I love you.
Oh, I think I've heard,
And there's another plant where you're saying, die, fuck you, die. And then, like, within a week or so, you see the difference. Like, one starts to die, and the other one starts to grow. You ever seen that before?
No, I think I've heard about it, never physically seen that.
Same thing with ice.
Abusive.
Same thing with ice. like, as you're freezing ice, as you're freezing water, you can talk bad to it, it'll freeze into a weird form. And then, like, there's some where you speak good to it, and it'll freeze into, like, fucking damn near, snowflake type symbols. Like, it does some crazy symbols.
I put in that energy.
And I was just thinking, like, we're living organisms, we're plants, in a sense. If we do speak good to ourselves, it'll be like that plant experiment.
Yeah.
I like that.
100%.
Because you know what I'm saying. Like if you're talking to a fucking plant and the plant decide, and it's not even like the words. I don't even think it's the language that matters. I think it's the positive energy that the words represent.
Yeah.
So you may not even need to use words. You can probably just stare at the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's fact.
With just like positive energy, like you know.
Yeah, believe
like,
in
boom.
it. Yeah.
So like that's kind of deep, because we should apply that to ourselves, because we are like plants.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we grow, like we're living organisms.
I always thought like that was the trip. Well, I took shrooms. Well, I took a lot. Like anybody know?
You've taken shrooms before?
Oh yeah, man. That's how I got on this journey.
I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool.
But one of my trips was like we will all serve a single purpose, because the only true life form was Earth. And we all here to serve Earth, but like we were all connected. Like I don't know, like but it was like energy.
No, because we are all connected, bro. And everybody that fucking takes psychedelics says this.
Yeah.
And I can explain exactly why you feel that way too.
So,
real shit. Because like pretty much like, you know, there's a like, okay, so I always break this down in a lot of episodes, but I'm gonna try to like make it shorter. But pretty much like, I know you've heard me say this 1,000 times.
Oh, for sure, but I don't mind hearing it.
No, yeah, so pretty much like this is the third dimension. Mm-hmm. Our bodies are length, width, and height. Everything that we eat, everything we see, everything we can touch and comprehend is all third dimensional shit. Mm-hmm. Even the flattest fucking paper, when you zoom the fuck in, it's fucking third dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, there's higher dimensions, like the fourth dimension. In any dimension that's lower than the next, the way that they perceive the higher dimension is through a straight line, because they're not able to perceive it. So the fourth dimension is time, is duration. And so we only can experience time, you know, through a straight line, you know, because like right now it's just going.
Yeah.
So like you have a higher dimensional self. You can say the word black noise.
Black noise.
You say black noise in your brain.
Mm.
Boom. So you said it, you heard it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see it probably too. Close your eyes, right? Mm-hmm. So you're able to use like all your third dimensional senses without the third dimension. Just now, you just did that. You just proved that thoughts come from higher dimensions. and they don't work with time. They're out of time. That's why thoughts come so fucking fast. So
Damn.
So pretty much like those higher dimensions.
So what's that, like 5th dimension?
5th, 6th, 7th, they can go. We know all the way to the 11th.
Damn.
But there's a book that just came out that talks about the 13th, but some crazy shit. But long story short, that full connectedness you're hearing, you're feeling when you take psychedelics, it opens a certain channel in your brain that gets you to communicate with the higher dimensional self. So the higher dimensions, it controls the whole entire time realm. That being said, everything that's living here in the 3rd dimension is connected to like one dimension. So that higher dimension, the 4th and 5th dimension, is all controlling life. Mm-hmm. So we're all one. We're all one. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That's why you love things that you don't know why you love them, like because of nature. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all one. So that's why you feel that, because those chemicals open those parts of the brain to connect with that higher self. And that's how you would communicate. Everybody fucking says the same shit. They go, everything is one. We're all one.
I need some acid after this.
Nah, yeah, it's deep. It's deep. Yeah.
After this, for sure.
But yeah, and that's why I fuck with hip hop, because KRS-One taught me that whole say the thing in your brain shit and the dimensional shit. Mm-hmm. He taught me that when he was teaching hip hop, you know, on YouTube, like those little things he does, those seminars. Mm-hmm. He was like, pretty much you can type in like KRS-One, the 4th dimension explained, or KRS-One, the 5th dimension explained, and he'll 5th dimension, yeah, and then he talks about that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I remember. It was like what, 2 years ago. I remember you were on that. It was like a good couple months. You were watching all of those on YouTube, and those KRS. Go watch those. For people out there listening, go watch those KRS ones.
No, for real, man. And then another thing that's deep about that is like the whole religion thing. Because for one, I believe that people believe in God and religion because they obviously can feel their higher dimensional self and they can't explain it. So it's God. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know I like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And no, real shit. And Christ and Allah are the two main, like,
figures?
Figures or gods, however you want to say.
Examples.
And the thing that's crazy about that is, like, when you look at the tree of life, which explains, like, the creation or whatever in this dimension, they have, like, these tones. There's 7 tones that they represent. And they like reflected something through these crystals. It's like a crystal thing, because crystals are like the oldest fucking minerals or whatever the fuck. But anyway, long story short, the tones were ka, ra, ha, ta, la. Wait a minute. Ka, ra, sa, ya, ta, la, ha, la. No, la's at the end. But anyway, these are like the 7 tones of creation. Mm-hmm. And if you break them in half, if you put it together, it spells crystalline. And when you break it in half, it's Christ and Allah.
Damn.
That shit's deep as fuck. So so like, in a sense, there's theory that, you know, these names, they derive from this concept of the creation of life.
Shit, what if it was the same man?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
It was all like an actual like dude?
Nah, he's God.
Yeah, right. He's God. I don't know. I don't claim to know too much about it. You know.
Yeah, man.
But that's some deep shit. That's some deep shit for real.
Yeah, it's deep as fuck, man.
Like, when it comes to like religion, I think it's good. Like, in a sense, cause like my uncle and like certain people do need religion. They do need those rules. They do need that Bible, because like some of the stories are good or whatnot, and when properly explained. And it just sucks that it forces people to not want to dive into the spirituality because they tie it into religion. Yeah. And then they say, well, I'm not religious, and so they choose atheism or be agnostic, and then I was like, you could choose that, but still choose to dive and explore yourself spiritually, because you gotta that gives a greater sense of self more than reading a book. I feel.
Yeah.
Like when I finally did my little soul diving and soul searching, I started having a better, not even just like an outstanding sense of myself, but of things around me, and I was able to have more patience with things and trying to absorb their definition rather than understand them. You know.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? It's just like boom, because you don't always gotta understand.
That's my issue. I'll be trying to understand everything.
That no, like that would drive you crazy.
Nah, yeah, I'm crazy as hell.
I just let some shit. I just be like,
Hey,
this
you know
is
what's
this,
crazy?
and that's that.
And every time, like the 2 times that I sat with Absol, he talked about Jesus Christ for like 2 hours, nigga. Well, the first time he didn't. The second time he talked about Jesus Christ for like 2 hours. It was like 2 fans that were just in the hotel room, and he was just talking to them, and I was just sitting on the side, like listening to everything.
Sure.
This nigga said that Joseph and Mary had a fucking relationship, and back in the day, if you got somebody, well, okay, Mary was like she was like kind of like on the rich side or whatever, and Joseph was kind of like a poor dude or whatever. If you got pregnant without being married and being appointed at that time, you were pretty much damn near gonna get stoned. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they did it. She got pregnant, and they knew that in Judaism, like the Son of God was gonna come.
Yeah.
Whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was they played that part, like pretty much like he disappeared, and she just said, hey, like she ran the story, like, hey, I fucking just got pregnant, like because she was that important that she couldn't have got caught in that shit.
In 2019, that sounds like a very plausible story.
It's fucking
Sounds
deep.
like an NFL player.
This is
That
what
sounds
Absol told me.
like NFL players go through every fucking year.
And I was like, what the fuck? And so when he was born, like because of that story, his mom fed him nothing but fucking Judaism. Just Judaism. And he became a saint. And what happens when you learn something to the core?
You are that.
You find the bullshit.
Yeah.
So he started challenging the fucking Judaism religion. Because fucking, hey, like right now I can challenge any Christian right now because they're fucking up. All of them are. And he was challenging them, and they wanted that nigga toast because he was pretty much funding the Jews, and he was the first Trayvon Martin.
Damn.
He got. This is his words, nigga. This is Absol's words.
Jesus Christ was the first Trayvon Martin.
That's exactly what this nigga said. So he said. So Trayvon Martin got famous, right?
Yeah.
Because of what happened.
Yeah.
So pretty much like he got murked in public and he was everybody knew he was the one. Like he knew the Jews. So it became this whole thing, and then like this Superman story pretty much where he walked on water and did all this extra shit. All this shit got thrown in there because he was just some figure because of what happened to him.
Yeah, how much he knew about Judaism and shit like that. He knew it inside and out.
Yeah, that was deep though. You know, who knows what's true and what's not, but I think that was deep. That was deep.
I want to know who the Mark Zimmerman was.
Brutus. Well, it's like Zimmerman was divided because Brutus. Yeah, it hasn't been Brutus.
Who's Brutus?
Like, what you call it? Oh no, Brutus is from Caesar.
Who's Brutus?
The guy that fucking betrayed Jesus.
Oh, Judas.
Nah.
Brutus.
I know.
I was like, who's Brutus, nigga?
No,
I was
that
thinking
was
about that nigga from Popeye.
Brutus
That
is
nigga
from
Bruno
fucking Caesar. That's why he threw Brutus. He took the final stab into Caesar's back.
You're talking about Judas.
Yeah, but Judas, yeah.
Judas, yeah.
But Judas, wouldn't it be Judas? Like, technically, he called the cops on that nigga. He didn't take the final shot, though. But he called them cops. He called the boys.
Damn.
And that set him up. It was like, hey, nigga, I'm going to need you to make a bill around 6 o'clock. For all the homies, can you do that? You was just breaking bread yesterday. Can you do that again?
That's crazy.
Yo, when you gonna start doing seminars?
Yeah, and who gonna come see me?
Man, you don't. Man,
That's
you
why
don't,
we
you don't
doing
know.
this
You
first.
don't. True.
I
True.
gotta
True.
build it. It's nothing. I'll talk. Man, I used to be president of Y2Y when I was in high school. That's Youth to Youth. and that's a drug-free program. I was a president,
Yeah.
and I used to talk to the whole entire junior high about being drug-free. Can you believe that? And I ran the assembly and did everything. I had all the fucking things going on for this. I ran all that shit.
Damn.
In high school. I went. They gave me a permit with my homie. We got off campus like at 11 in the morning. Went to Denny's and to the meeting room and met with the Rotary Club of DeWarty. The Rotary Club, you know, like the Rotary Club.
Yeah,
And we told them what we wanted to do because there's a big conference at Claremont Colleges and it was like 5 days long. They wrote us like $1,200 and it was like take 4 more students with you. So then that's when I knew how to get money.
Yeah.
That's why the next year, I wanted to go to the FAMU band camp, which is like in Florida A&M University band camp. I did the same thing, but it was a Key Club. I had a meeting with the Key Club and told them that I'm just trying to fucking go to the band camp and shit. They paid for me and my boy George. They gave us $800 to fucking fly out there and be out there for a week. It's just crazy. And
Yeah.
that's when I knew when you were a kid, you can eat.
Get your hustle
I
up,
used to
kid.
really do
Your hustle
that
up,
shit.
kids.
I used to really do that shit. That's crazy. You can't do that shit, a grown man. They're gonna be like, get your ass out of here. That shit crazy. But no, you know, I was gonna bring up something too, man. Like, you know how Jesus, he said like he like was giving fish or whatever. Like fish was. You think was they cooking the fish? Did they have fire?
Yeah, they was
Yeah, fire right
doing
there.
one of those stick to the.
But we only know like
They kebabbing them.
we only know the illustrations though. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that's true.
That's facts. So I saw the
always wondered
kebab
that
in the
shit.
illustration.
And then their bread couldn't look like our bread because they didn't have ovens. They may have had oven. If they had a fire, they may have had an oven. I'm pretty sure they didn't have steel.
I just want to know why they all have
No,
5
wasn't
o'clock
their
shadows.
wasn't
and
their
pictures and
bread
shit, like,
flat?
perfectly even 5 o'clock shadow. Niggas got fades and shit. I'm like, how is that possible, nigga?
That'll all be bushy, right?
Come on, sprout in all different areas.
That's crazy. I never thought about that shit.
Eyebrows be laid. I'm like, what? There's no mirrors. You gotta look at the reflection in the water.
You ever realize that in the illustration of Eve, they be having a belly button?
Tom.
No, I
thought about
I
that?
got look
I
at it.
never thought about that till now.
That's a weird concept, huh? Like, why you got a belly button?
Yeah, cause you,
I know.
Yeah, why? Why?
And that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit I be rapping about. I know it's going over niggas' heads. They probably think I'm talking about my past and shit. Like, nah.
And wasn't Adam's penis circumcised?
Adam. What Adam? Oh, Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen his penis. I don't think.
I feel like somebody told me that at church, but they
If
were
it was
probably
like
they were probably just being an asshole to me or something. I don't know.
That's weird as fuck.
But this is
How do you
weird.
even know to give that nigga a dick? Like,
I
you know what I'm saying? Like, that story needs some fixing.
I know. I thought the whole leaf thing was because he didn't have a dick.
I don't know. I thought that was because it's Christian.
I don't know
Show
why
it.
God's making apples and niggas can't eat it. That's the crazy thing to me.
It was a lesson of obey.
But now
Obey
it's
the
healthy.
Almighty.
Now it's healthy food for you.
Hell yeah.
Now you better eat it for you if you want to live longer.
Ain't nobody about to tell me not to eat from no tree. Nigga, unless it's a thorn. Unless the tree's telling me not to eat it.
I can
I'm
just,
like, alright, for sure, I ain't fucking with you.
I can just imagine like God finished creating you. He's like, no, don't eat from the top of a tree. He was like, who the fuck you talking to?
Hey, you know what's crazy?
You gave me teeth, nigga?
Hey, y'all just remind me of some shit. So like trees, right? Trees have been living here like way longer than us.
Yeah.
Way longer. Like, ridiculously longer, right? And their lifespans is like, who knows? Probably forever until we fuck it up, right? We don't even know.
Yeah, until we chop
So like they have this crazy communication, and there's scientists that are like reading frequencies in the ground. They found out that, okay, let's say like there's a tree, and it's growing like this berry, right? Like a fruit or whatever. And then like these animals find the fruit and come and eat the fruit, right? So like a tree will send a message. Well, the tree will feel that it's getting eaten. Like another tree will feel that this tree is getting eaten. They can feel that shit.
Okay.
Like they know one of their peoples is getting fucked over.
Okay.
So they'll send a message to that tree and say, hey, poison your fruit. So after a while, these animals will start dying when they start eating that fruit.
Wow.
Because and they got them, and it's somehow they can read that like it developed that because of these other trees. Like it's crazy shit. I've been tripping on shit like that.
So trees are like the most notorious gang out here.
Oh, trees are lit. Trees are fucking lit, man. You seen those fires? And then, like, it'll be trees still standing up and shit.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. Them niggas got some shit cracking. I don't know.
They pissed sap on them.
Man. That's crazy. Hey, you know that, like, okay, so, like, civilizations back in the day, they used to build their towns, like, around rivers. Because that's the water supply.
For sure.
They didn't fuck with the coast because the coast always had heavy winds and, like, fires and shit, especially out here fires. Yeah. So like our dumbasses decided to like build cities all on the coast, and that's the reason why we keep getting these fires because this place is supposed to burn. Like for example, like Houston, you got Houston, Texas, right? Before Houston was Houston, back in the day, like way back before there was any like city or anything, that place floods all the time. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to fucking flood. So we built this city right there. You see how we had that fat ass flood? They keep having like floods and it keeps getting worse because that place is supposed to flood. That is supposed to happen. That is what this earth does. It's doing that. It's supposed to do that. You're not gonna stop that. It's been recorded forever. That's why no one ever lived in those fucking areas. We did that because of trade and trying to make money, pretty much.
Capitalism.
So like, the fires here are getting worse and worse and worse, and there's this guy on Joe Rogan like the other day saying like this place is gonna burn like within like 100 years, like this whole place is gonna fucking burn. It's supposed to. So that's why the fires keep getting worse, and then all this rain we're getting is just making more shit grow, so that it can just get dry and make the fires even bigger. So it's like this weird thing where there's like these scientists trying to figure out how to save the world like within the next like 2 generations, nigga.
I believe that.
Or not the world, but just save this whole shit.
Which they gonna have to.
Because New York, everything on the coast. Think about all the big cities that are on the coast. Stupid. It's over. It's over for all of them.
Well, you know, don't kill the originators of the land before you get some information out of them. I mean, that's the right.
Yeah, exactly.
We stabbed it.
Because they would have
a stab and go.
Yeah, they used to do controlled burnings and shit. Like Native Americans, they knew. They knew. So they would. They would always like have burnings. They knew.
Yeah, when I lived in Sacramento, they do controlled burnings every year up there. Like there's literally when we have 5 acres, we have to do a controlled burn.
Yeah,
because you know it gets too hot and you don't know what's gonna happen.
Those winds are gonna come and it's over.
So so why haven't we caught on yet? I mean, what's going on in SoCal? Well, they can't figure it out.
Well, it's just brother, I just don't really give a fuck.
Well, that's how I pretty much, man. Like they be having these things where like certain like cities will like they'll stop like renovating their fucking skyscrapers and shit because they've been warned already that you're wasting your money.
See, that's crazy.
That shit is fucking crazy. I forget what cities. I don't know if they said it on that podcast or not. I don't know if they kept it anonymous or not. But that shit's scary. Like when you know that like you're not paying for something, you know that you know this is gonna happen. Like
I want to see what, like, you know, you have a son. I want to see your son's generation and younger, because they have so much information at their hands. So
and it's their kids are the ones that are going to be. Yeah. The calculating that's going to suffer.
Yeah.
It's 2 generations.
But they have so much information. They're growing up with so much information, like way more information than when we had growing up. So it's like because I know I'm just pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like it pisses you off when you know so much shit and you know motherfuckers don't do nothing about it, or you kind of like don't have as much control as you would like of situations like that.
Definitely.
Like what's the carbon? You know, that's the part that's fucking up the atmosphere. The planes are the #1 cause of planes. Planes are fucking everything up.
Yeah.
A lot of cows, you know, the cows fuck the atmosphere up too. But they found out that seaweed, if you put seaweed in the food, it calms that down from the cows. So like they're trying to start this whole seaweed thing across the world with the fucking cows and shit. Like, there's a lot of shit.
That's good.
But like you know, cars are fucking shit up. You know, fucking. But pretty much, like dude was saying that by the time they come up with this thing, because they have like some type of project they're trying to make where they can exit the carbon waste out into space or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
But they're saying by the time they come up with that, it's gonna be too late. That's what he was saying. He was saying that on fucking Joe Rogan. I was like, what the fuck? That is deep as fuck.
Yeah, that's just the carbon and gas next to the sun.
Yeah, the coast was not supposed to be this. This was not supposed to happen.
I feel like Elon Musk would figure out something. He's gonna figure out something.
I think Elon Musk is too busy trying to be a Bond villain.
I can tell you he's figuring it out.
Trying to be Iron Man. That's what he's trying to be.
No, he wants to be a Bond villain. We need a hero.
But who's Bond though?
That's the problem. We're not training them.
we don't have a Bond out there.
We need a Bond out there, obviously, because.
No, the thing is to see, like, I believe that we came from Mars. That's just my personal belief, because Mars used to be like Earth, and then they destroyed it because they found out the Luciferian experiment pretty much like takes you away from emotion, and we're gonna. Okay, so pretty much there's this thing called the Luciferian experiment.
Mm-hmm.
It's this thing where like these beings decided to take themselves away from emotion because they figured out emotion is destroying fucking everything. Like, so
I wish women would understand that. Keep going.
Oh yeah, it's deep though. It's deep though. So like pretty much like everybody went to war and destroyed the planet, and there's few people left that created these synthetic merkabas and found another planet that was sustainable. The thing that's crazy about that to me is that if you look at now, you see AI technology and robots and shit, they don't have emotion. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we know that like sooner or later they're gonna be. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be the superior race, but we know that they're gonna know that we are fucking this place up.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're a virus to the earth type shit. Like a virus is an organism that spreads death on another organism. The earth is an organism. We are organisms on that, spreading death across this motherfucker. So like pretty much like these robots or whatever, like I feel is the same thing as the Mars thing. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because Elon Musk is obviously trying to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Spaceships and shit.
Yeah.
And like,
He
and
knows
like,
something.
and you know what I'm saying? And you know, fucking Mars we might have to go back to Mars. Like that's pretty much what they're trying to do. They're going to Mars in like a year. I don't know, man. History repeats. We don't know.
Fucking lizard.
It's a hell of a concept, though, right?
That is.
Fact.
That
Because
is.
it's like that's like the same thing. And then you know, like those old ancient pictures of like aliens and they're like gray, right? That's how we got the gray alien.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a robot because it's gray. The eyes like a robot. It's a robot. It could be a robot. It could be. I'm just saying.
Oh man, I want my black ass to be dead and gone.
I like me and my son
I
both
need to be in
dead.
the next dimension. I need to be off into my next life.
I want a robotic heart, nigga, and live here for the longest and see how long this shit go.
Benjamin Button style.
These young niggas find out how to make a fucking robotic heart, nigga. Install that bitch right here.
But if you have a robotic heart, do you still age? You look fucking crazy.
I don't know.
Your body continue to age.
They already do it, man. They already working
What
on
was
that. They already know how to revitalize organisms. Niggas with money, they doing shit right now.
They look like Jeff Bezos and Elon
You
Musk.
feel me? Did you see what Jeff Bezos used to look like back in the day?
He looks like he's 50 years old back in the day. For some reason, he looks 42 right
like
now.
a little
It was
stick, like a
20.
little.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
didn't have none of that shit he got now.
Yeah,
nigga.
nah.
That nigga on.
He got pumped with water, and now he's got some water muscle on him and shit.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man. Those are the guys that are supposed to save up this planet. Those are the guys that can't. Money-wise.
I believe in anyone trying to save the planet. I'm just trying to save humanity, so once the planet's saved, it's still not the same shit. I can't save the planet, though. That's Captain Planet.
Yeah.
That's his
Damn, that's some
responsibility.
old shit, too.
Y'all niggas better fuse out there.
Oh, I'd have been win.
I used to watch that shit when I was a kid.
Facts. I'd have been win. That'd have been my shit.
I would have been the main nigga.
had heart.
I would have been the main nigga. When everybody connect together, I'm that nigga, the blue nigga.
The blue nigga?
Yeah.
So you're Captain Planet?
Captain Planet.
The blue nigga.
I'm Captain Planet.
I was trying to get myself one of the little niggas with the rings. He's like, I'm the blue nigga.
Did they have the one nigga with the monkey or some shit? Wasn't there like a monkey
that
on
was
that
hard.
show?
That was
That was
hard?
hard? Okay.
Yeah, that nigga was
he
hard.
Indian.
Yeah.
That nigga was hard, man.
He
For
was.
sure.
Yeah, Captain Planet.
Hell yeah. But shit, man, I think we're gonna end it here because shit about to be over. This fucking stupid memory card.
Hey,
I
man,
feel excused.
donate us some more memory cards so you can see more the shit. You feel me?
Yeah, you know, we just talking though. That's how it's supposed to be.
Facts.
And be sure to
No, go ahead, say it. Go ahead, do your thing.
be sure to check out All Black on SoundCloud, YouTube. We got exclusive skits. We got great material, freestyles. We got my man Earl VS's 30 for 30 album on SoundCloud.
Boom.
Involves all three of us, as well as other Black Noise
I'm about to
members.
drop a song that we did right before this. It's gonna drop. Boom.
Bam.
And then Raff Beat Challenge. About to drop the beat. Y'all motherfuckers write some fire. Since y'all never fucking do.
I do.
Trash ass MCs
So
out
look,
there.
don't let me and Tony write some shit.
We would do it.
Kill y'all.
It's the real against them niggas.
Boss.
It's the real against them. So yeah, Mozenraff Mondaze.
All
Have a
black.
happy motherfucking Monday. Black motherfucking noise. We out this
We out
bitch.
this bitch, nigga.
You ready to scout the gang?
Thank you.